This is Bill Sang, the author of the Giganotus Rex series. You can find links to purchase the Giganotus Rex books at williamhsang.com, and Sang is Seng, or you can go to amazon.com. You can find books there. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Enjoy the show. The Wrath of Giganotus Rex by Bill Sang. Chapter 14, A Rock and a Hard Place. I woke up inside of a tent with Elizabeth tending to me and her father, Stephen, not far away. "You found me," I whispered. "Yes," replied Elizabeth. "We were looking for survivors. We did not expect to find you here." I was surprised at her answer and responded, "Why would you search for survivors? They wanted you dead." Stephen spoke up. "We do not have the power to fight and defeat them. But if we show them kindness, even when they are cruel, they can change." I was saddened as I spoke. "You risked your lives coming here." Stephen defended himself. "We know. It does not bother us at all. Especially since," he paused for a moment, "Orwell is no more." "It's gone?" I was in disbelief. "No, this cannot be. What happened?" Stephen replied, "The village had been targeted by an airstrike. The day after you left, a mighty squadron of bombers flew over us and pulverized the village with their bombs. We suffered many casualties, but have been blessed that a good number of us survived." I was saddened and angered at the news. This is madness. Why? Why has all of this destruction taken place? "William," replied Stephen, "this will be very difficult for you to come to terms with. But this is how it has always been for us. Most of the world is unaware, but there is a war going on that no one can see. The rulers have persecuted us for long enough. Now that they have attempted to exterminate us, we are free." I argued. "Free to do what? Wander around aimlessly, looking for some random opportunity to do good? What if you hadn't found me?" Elizabeth stepped in for her father. "But we did find you. And was it not worth our trouble to recover you from the ruins? Our homes may have been destroyed, but every human life is valuable. We move forward with the joy of knowing that there is still good work left to be done. Even if all we had found alive in the city was a ruler or one of the citizens of Utopia, wicked though they may be, they are humans nonetheless." I was disgusted at the mention of the rulers. Wicked might be a kind way of saying it, Elizabeth. They act like they are kind and caring in the public eye, but behind closed doors they wouldn't hesitate to have everyone in Utopia shot dead in front of them. Stephen looked down at the ground with a sober look on his face, and then looked me in the eyes. "Should we not stand bravely before them? They have no power over us. They have no power over anyone. It is only an illusion substantiated by fear." "Fear?" I asked. "What do you mean?" "They control trade, education, entertainment, the news, the sciences. All of the institutions that keep society operating are controlled by the rulers." "They don't have power," responded Stephen. "The only power they have is that which is given to them. They create an environment of fear which leads to submission. That is why they have so much influence over the masses. You are all afraid of them." I thought about what he had said, and it made sense. If the people did not fear the rulers would have no control. Everything they stood for would crumble if the masses opposed them. Stephen then surprised me with a question. "What do you fear, Mr. Stevens?" He paused. "It seems you would prefer death to whatever it is that you truly fear." I thought about what he said for a moment. "Perhaps you are right. I don't want to die. But what I fear more than death is not having my place in society." You are afraid of being irrelevant, insisted Stephen. You are afraid of having no purpose, no way of contributing to society, no name. Yes, I agreed. Come with us, William, pleaded Stephen. I pondered the absurd notion that his proposal could somehow be helpful. Why? You would have a place with us, said Elizabeth. My heart sank. I paused in disbelief that this was what my life would be reduced to. An outcast, a wanderer, a fugitive. My head was spinning, so I shared the first thought to come to my mind. All of my talents would go to waste. I understand that you have worked hard to get where you are. But look where you are now, insisted Stephen. You've worked too hard to define yourself by your talents alone. You are more than just a job here and an article there. If you would have died last night, all of your work would have amounted to nothing, and the truths that you uncovered would go unrecognized. The life that you have lived up until now cannot provide you with anything meaningful. We can at least assure you that if you become one of us, your life will have meaning and you will be loved. The idea to me was simple yet profound. Loved? A subtle smile crossed Stephen's face as though what I just said came from the mouth of a 3-year-old. That's funny. Many of us villagers have taken love for granted for so long that I hadn't thought about what that would mean for someone from the city. Yes, you will have your place among us. Stephen continued. There are ways you can be useful to our community, but you are more than just a bunch of work. You don't have to impress us. What about G-Rex? I asked. Stephen turned and looked across the horizon. He's here somewhere. He's worth fearing. But the fall of Utopia has proven that no one is safe from him. That being said, we can't just go around being afraid all of the time. We have to watch out for one another. I wasn't sure what to take away from his response, so I asked another question. Can we defeat him? Why are you so concerned about defeating him? Asked Stephen. If we do, we are back in the hands of the rulers. Yes, you are correct. The rulers escaped, I informed him. They will regroup somewhere and continue terrorizing us. Stephen responded, whether it costs us our lives or theirs, good will always triumph over evil. Elizabeth expressed concern for my state of being. How are you feeling, William? I sat up a little straighter. Better. Still really sore. We'll help you along the way, said Stephen. We must get going. Where are we going? I asked. I don't know, but G-Rex's tracks point southward, said Stephen. So we should go north, I responded. No, said Stephen. We will go south as well. What? I asked in astonishment. We will follow him, said Stephen. I was dumbfounded. Why? Stephen had a very thoughtful expression on his face before he responded. So far, he has been our only defense against the rulers. The further we are from him, the more danger we face. Remember, they have a massive army at their disposal. What G-Rex faced in Utopia was just a small portion of their overall force. He dismantled their most advanced units, but the rulers have many more tanks, helicopters, artillery cannons, and armed infantry to cause us trouble. They pose more of a threat to us than the dinosaur. He had a point. But I did not want to concede. What makes you think they care about hunting Orwellians right now? Don't you think they would suspect you are all dead? Stephen answered. You said yourself they would continue terrorizing us. They have to know that a significant number of us escaped. Soon enough, you'll learn how cruel and ruthless the rulers really are. They won't stop hunting us until they know for certain that we are all dead. So the closer we follow G-Rex, the safer we will be. But what if he turns against us? I asked. Stephen responded like a scholar. I'd rather our demise be at his jaws than whatever they have in store for us. Look, someone wants you dead. If you come with us, you will have a chance at a new life. I was still troubled. You are basically assuring me that one way or another, I'm going to die. William, reasoned Stephen, if we end up dead at the hand of Giganotus Rex instead of the rulers, what difference does it make? So far, we have no reason to suspect that he has any hostile intent against us. The choice is as plain as day: hope or fear. We have a chance at life with this beast on our side. I considered my options before deciding. If I went back to city life, I would either be murdered by the rulers or stomped by G-Rex. If I followed the villagers, I would either be stomped by G-Rex or hunted down by the rulers. There was a slight chance, though, that maybe G-Rex would scare away those who pursued us. So the question remained: did I want to go back to the deceptive city folk or stay with the villagers who came back to save my life? The choice was easy to make. I gave Stephen my reply: I am clinging to hope, and I am going with you.